Every time I'm about to come up, it just falls apart.
I'll break you out this. You think I'm joking?
Next Wednesday.
My Cine driver, it is the proper way to treat a princess. Look, what kind of help were you trying to give me?
When the pressure mounts.
I accidentally took your keys last night.
I have my keys.
Son, whose are these?
Oh.
Do you recognize them?
Do you trust this guy? You willing to stick your neck out for him?
Desperate times.
Man, this is not good.
I bought her that place.
Call for desperate measures.
You looking for Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not here. He's not gonna run, right? Do you trust this guy?
Yeah.
Are you sleeping with him?
Yo, what's good, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry Sistas review. This is a review for the preview of episode 18 entitled Enemy of Mine. The synopsis is Hayden is consumed with finding out how Zach keeps escaping jail. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If you are a returning family member, you already know what it is and what it always will be, and we're going to get right into this thing. So we see Zak and Fatima, and he tells her that every time he tries to come up, it just falls apart. Now, I don't agree with what's going on with Zak as far as him being put on probation for the whole child support situation, but when it comes to assaulting someone, he should be in jail. I don't feel sorry for him, not even in the least bit. He allowed Hayden to play him, and Hayden played him well. Fatima tells him that she'll break him out and that she's not joking. This is what I have to say to Fatima.
Sit your ass down.
Girl, sit down somewhere. You and what Army says. You and what Army is going to break Zak out of jail. You know, this is what I'm gonna be honest. This is what baffles me about Fatima. Without thought, she is willing to jeopardize her freedom, her livelihood, her dreams, her professional goals, and her future for a man she's been dating for a total of 5 weeks. That is not ride or die. That is stupidity. That is stupidity. But, you know, there are some people who refuse to label Fatima as toxic. And they are just as toxic, as I always state, as every other couple on this show. They have their issues, they have their problems, they are not perfect. And the fact that this woman is willing to do this, if this was any other character, if this was Karen, Andy, Sabrina, or Danny, she would be called stupid, she would be called crazy as hell, she done lost her damn mind. But because it's Fatima, she gets a pass, and I just don't agree with that. I don't view Fatima in that way. I don't have her on that pedestal where, you know, we just can't call a spade a spade. Fatima is toxic. And that is a toxic thing for her to say and really think about doing. And Fatima is just crazy enough to try to pull this thing off. So next we have Coming to America, Bio and Sabrina. So he shows up to her job with flowers and tells her that he'll send a driver because it is the proper way to treat a princess. Now, I'm all for Sabrina being treated like royalty. You know what I'm saying? I am. But I'm going to need Bio to bring my good sis something other than flowers. She's flowered out. You done already bought a big truck full of flowers that she had to donate some to the hospital, probably gave some to funeral homes. Bio, I'm gonna need Bio to come better with his creativity. You know what I'm saying? But I do admire the fact that she's being treated how she should be treated, even though I don't trust dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just enjoy this little moment because it's Tyler Perry, so we know that it's gonna be short-lived. So we get to Erin and Karen, and he shows up at her job, and he believes that he picked up her keys by mistake. But she informs him that she has her keys. And I think he asked her something like, do you know who they belong to? And I honestly think that these are Zak's old keys. I don't know where they were for Erin to pick them up or whatever. We didn't see that part. But, you know, Tyler Perry, he just finds a way where he has to include Zak in Karen and Erin's storyline. And he has to include Karen and Zak and Fatima's storyline. And it's tiresome at this point. Let these two people live their lives separately. There is a such thing as a relationship just not working. And the two people can go their separate ways and be happy with other people and be fulfilled with other people. But he is so intentional in doing this that I would not be surprised if when Sistas is over and Fatima is over the show, that he puts Karen and Zak back together again. because he always has to find a way to weave them into each other's lives. And for me, it's almost like predictable for him to do that. But I'm not totally like, no, I can't see that happen. Do I want to see it happen? Hell no. But do I believe Tyler Perry will do it? Absolutely yes. But I'm hoping that he doesn't. So we get to Robin and Andy, and Robin asks if Andy is willing to stick her neck out for Zach. I really hope she says no. You know what I'm saying? I hope she says no. Let Zach obtain his own legal counsel and just get the hell out of Dodge. I think Andy is too close to the situation, and Fatima and Zach have not been forthcoming with her when it comes to information, including him, yet they want her to be his legal counsel. It just doesn't make sense. So I really hope in this situation that Andy, I don't consider it selfish. Choose yourself, sis, and back the hell up from Zach and Fatima when it comes to their legal situations, because I know this is not going to be the last time that either one of them get thrown in jail or are arrested. So Erin and Gary, Erin, he comes to Gary's job and he is now made aware that that Gary has been spying on Andy with a telescope, which is crazy as hell. And so Gary justifies his actions by stating that he brought Andy that place. We all know that he got her the penthouse. We all know that he did it for his selfish reasoning, for selfish gain. And Gary is so controlling, and I do not understand his purpose anymore. If Andy is not going to be with him, what is his purpose on this show? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. Like, to me, Andy is doing a great, no, she's not doing a great job because she hasn't been like definitive about the fact that she does not want to be with him, that it is over between them. Leave her the hell alone. I think Andy really does like the attention that Gary gives her, and she just hasn't been definitive. And I just don't understand this man, and you know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna say choked you out, but squeeze you to the point of unconsciousness. What is there left to discuss? You know what I'm saying? The next time you might not be so lucky and get up, sis. I just don't understand why. I just don't like Gary. He's an abuser. He's an abuser, and it's like, it's like almost Tyler is trying to humanize him in a way for people to like him, and I don't get it, because I don't. It'll always be F you when it comes to Gary. And so Preston and Jake, so they show up at Zach's house, of course, looking for Zach, and Jake informs Preston that Zach isn't there. That was a quick little scene. And so Robin and Andy, Robin asks Andy, do you trust this guy? Are you sleeping with him? Red flag. Red flag. This is why I have never trusted Robin. And if you listen to my old reviews, from the moment he popped up on the scene, I never trusted him. Why does it matter who Andy is sleeping with? We all know that Robin is sleeping with other women, and I think that Robin is just as controlling as Gary. He's just more subtle with it, because I have a feeling if Andy would have said yes or says yes, even though we know that's not the truth, I don't think he would help her. And so I'm not understanding, like, y'all already know what this is. They're not in a relationship. They're not, exclusively dating. So why does it matter who she's sleeping with? Either you're going to help this person or you're not. But I don't really feel Robin like that. However, I respect him in the sense of when he showed up on the scene, we kind of already knew what his MO was. He knew that Andy had a reputation. Andy has a reputation. He was aware of it. And he had every intent on having sex with this woman. And we all saw that he didn't have to work too hard to slide in between Andy's legs. So I'm like, he definitely obtained his goal when it came to sleeping with her. And so now I think, the more he helps her, or he's like, he comes in and saves the day, I think we're going to see more of Robin begin to unravel. I know a lot of people have changed their opinion about him because he's helping Zach. You know what I'm saying? And, as if he's so helpless. But nah, I still don't like Robin. I just think he's in it. You know what I'm saying? He's playing the game, and he's playing it well. He's playing it very well, but I still don't trust that dude. But this is the review for the upcoming episode 18. We have 4 more episodes left until the season finale. And, hopefully this is a good episode or a better episode, and we actually see some movement, because we only have 4 left, and I feel like not much has happened for the second half of this season. So hopefully, we see something different come Wednesday, and I will be definitely giving my review of it. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for being so engaging. I really do appreciate, the comments. I don't reply to everything. I try to reply to everybody at least one time, but sometimes y'all be getting into y'all own, things. I read them, I just don't comment. But I do thank you guys for being such great supporters, and just always giving me your opinion. Even if we don't agree, I do appreciate that, because there are some people on some forums that if you don't agree, they want to chop your head off. So I do greatly appreciate that we can have differences of opinions and be respectful with that. I really do appreciate that. So until next time, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. One.